All right, so I'm pick up with more of Traveler's Tales Anthology chapter, and I'm right by the one for Yao Yao today, which also has Chi Chi. Wow, it's beautiful. I'm so glad you like it. When I saw this view before, I just knew I had to find a chance to bring you here to see it, too. I like it a lot, but what's wrong? Did you have to walk too far to see it? No. Are you hungry then? Or thirsty? I got coconut milk in my bag. Would you like some? It's not that. I. I. It's okay, Chi Chi. I'm here. I'm listening. Just take your time. I. I'll forget this place soon. Yeah, I know. I can only remember things I can write down. Things I can't write, I can't remember. I was so happy today, but if I can't write it down, I'll forget. The color of the leaves, the whirling wind, and your hand, Yao Yao. I'll remember your name. That's good enough. Hiya! Huh? Hand? Hee hee. Don't you worry, Chi Chi. I've got a great memory. I can remember all the phrases that Master teaches me to remember spear moves after only a few repetitions. Also, Yanfei's taught me some super cool associative mnemonics. For example, some of the leaves we saw today were golden, like the bells on my head, and others were green, like the white jade radishes in my basket. Leave all the things you can't remember with me. I won't forget them. I promise. Besides, this isn't the only time we'll visit this place. We can come every month or drop by whenever you feel like it. Master always says that diligence can make up for a lack of talent. We'll just visit this place more often. Ooh, sorry for the yawn. And who knows? We might just be able to remember it. Really? Of course. Master said so, after all. I'm not sure if that saying applies here. Oh well, as long as they're having fun. Or, did I use the saying wrong? I don't know, but I believe you, Yao Yao. Then let's make a pinky promise. I am Streetward Rambler's disciple, and my word is as good as my bond. Okay, I will write this down. This area is safe. I'll spend some more time with them before the sun sets. Ah, right. Try this, Yao Yao. Oh, you cooked a meal too. I do happen to be feeling a little hungry. I wrote this one down. That's cute. Oh my god. You know what? How about I do this and see if that helps?
A perfect day to
Oh,
stay home and read.
you. Okay, I had done the shield thing because the boars, and I was hoping that would help me not get hit by the boars, and then there's no boars. Shakes fist angrily at non-existent boars. I'm grabbing some bamboo while I'm here.
Oh, you're dripping wet. That must be uncomfortable. Let's take a break. I'll use my fire to dry you off.
Alright. No need to bring this up again. But this is an emergency. If this doesn't work out, I'll ask my aunt for help. You mean Miss Shenha? No, please don't drag anyone else into this, otherwise I run into trouble? Traveler, you... Oh well. What perfect timing you have. You're here too, Chung Yun? Are we going on an evil spirit hunt or something? I fear this affair is a bit more complicated than that. Do you still remember the novel that I wrote under the pen name Shin Yu? Um, I'm ashamed to admit this, but my handwriting is so messy that every time I send the editors a manuscript, they will send several letters in reply asking me about this word or that sentence. And my power just flips. I'm gonna go fix that real quick. Correspondence like that takes too much time, so the editorial department and I agreed that I should try to finish a few days early. After I finish, I submit to the department and have an editor retranscribe the text for me. Then it is handed over to the editors to print and publish. Sounds like quite the ordeal. Indeed. I I also feel pretty bad about the whole thing, so I have to send them snacks as a token of my gratitude. But then I received a letter from them a few days ago. As it happens, that main editor has suddenly fallen ill, and now there's nobody that can do the transcribing. Wait, with such a well-staffed department, only one of them can read your handwriting? Yes. Really? Seriously, just one of them? Your writing truly is a lethal weapon in and of itself. Please don't make fun of me. So how's Chung Yoon's penmanship? See, that was his first reaction too. No, 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 absolutely not. Stop bringing that up. Wait, does this mean that Chung Yoon's handwriting is also... No, not at all. His writing is lovely. If anything, his Talmud's look better than my prose. Then why didn't you ask him for help? I... You... He... Well... I've told him that as well, and he agreed to let me transcribe his work at first. But before I could copy more than a few sentences, Shinsho suddenly grabbed me by the shoulder and began shaking me and telling me to stop. Wait, is he writing a BL about him and Shinsho? Or Chung Yoon? Oh. For a moment, I wondered if my penmanship was terrible or something, but he suddenly blurted, "You just transcribed in. You just transcribing is one thing. Why did you have to suddenly start reading it out loud as you wrote?" Huh? Well, I think your writing is excellent. The narrative is interesting, and each character even has their own catchphrase. Catch poem? Anyways, I couldn't help but read it out loud. Or read it all loud. Especially when the heroine named the Flying Fox took the antidote down the mountain. You wrote a poetic header for her that too, didn't you? As I recall, it was clothes stained with wine and mortal sod, unwelcome in sword realms the world she trod. You, Chung Yu, please, just stop. Clothes stained with wine and mortal sod, unwelcome in sword realms the world she trod. Well written indeed. Is there more? I want to read it. That said, while the story itself is good, it's also quite complex. I found myself failing to understand a lot of the details. For example, why the drunken sage suddenly agreed to help, and how the 13 blades of the drunken sect that belonged to him were stolen. It all sounds very interesting. Right? Shinsho writes amazing novels, and he's also penned quite a few excellent short stories, besides, such as... Wait, why is your face so red, Shinsho? His yang energy seems to be surging too. Did he get a few chills while we weren't looking? But please, you two, have mercy on me, I beg you. If you say any more, I fear my fingers shall crush the hilt of my sword. I'd rather attend half a dozen social banquets than listen to people I know read my work back to me. All right, I'll stop. Tell you what, I'll go borrow a typewriter for you. A typewriter? I've heard of those. They're wondrous machines from Fontaine, yes? With one in hand, you shall be free from writing by hand. Truly? This is wonderful news. I look forward to being forever liberated from the tyranny of calligraphy. The ingenious invention of Fontaine are truly something. I usually only ever hear of them from my brother, yet never had the chance to touch them myself. Wait, hold on. Doesn't my brother often go with our caravans to Fontaine? He must have heard of typewriters, surely. He knows my calligraphy is poor, and that I'm always writing, and yet he has never once mentioned them to me. Forget it. Now it's not the time to worry about things like that. In any case, no matter how marvelous such devices are, there's no way for me to borrow one right now. If all else fails, you can read and I'll write. I promise not to ask too many unnecessary questions. Well, at this point, that does seem like the only way. I was just joking about incorporating your remarks into a novel, but as it turns out, you'll be the one committing mine to paper. Perhaps this was all predetermined. Call it fate. Yes, I suppose ours are intertwined indeed. I'll go back and organize the manuscript. Once I'm done, I'll invite you over so I can dedicate the text to you, or dictate the text to you. Once you're done, Shinsho, would you mind showing it to me? I'm really quite curious about the flying fox. Chungyun, please spare me already. Okay. There hasn't been another one to pop up. So that's just Cloud Retainer over here by the looks of it. Oh, you. You shouldn't have spent your salary on a good meal for yourself, or saved it, or something. To waste it on nothing is... Oh, you should have spent, excuse me. You are my closest kin, master. According to the customs of mortals, I should demonstrate filial piety.
Xianyun? Shenha? What are you two talking about?
Hello, Shenyun. We meet again, Shenha. It has been a while indeed. Have you come all this way to visit one, then?
Oh, of course! Friendships need to be maintained from time to time, don't they? Also, Paimon overheard you talking about a good meal. Is there something Paimon should know about that?
We were not discussing food, Paimon. Master was simply giving me guidance just now. Many of the restaurant's younger customers have signed their parents up for the most popular group tour around. When I heard that their tours were designed specifically for seniors, I signed Master up as well. They're called Senior Joy Tours. Here, have a look at their pamphlet.
O'er mountains tall and rivers wide, come see Lila's wondrous sights. Accommodation at special guest suites, tasting authentic local delicacies, traveling in exclusive carriages. Wow, Paimon kinda wants to try this out too!
I'm just gonna say if I was Cloud Retainer, I'd be kind of insulted because she can literally just fly wherever she wants. One had already traveled the length and breadth of this land long before the name Liyue even came to be. What sights would there be witnessed that one has not yet beheld?
Also, a trip this luxurious couldn't have been cheap, right?
It cost 3 months of her salary, and then some. Ah, you didn't think to confer with one before putting down the deposit, either. Well, one shall have to act now, surely. I would gladly spend my entire salary if it would make you happy, master. Oh, you silly... It is enough to have your devotion, Shenha. But now that it's come to this, Shenha, let us... Understand, I'll cancel the registration on your behalf, master.
Huh?
You're right, master. I was too impulsive. The tour group manager was very convincing, but I'd rather listen to you, master. I'll find him and cancel the registration as soon as possible.
Wait, haven't you paid the deposit already?
Right. Leaving the matter of getting the Mora back aside, it would be such a hassle. It's no trouble. The manager promised me that the cost would be refundable. I will try my best to negotiate with words, and if an altercation occurs, that will only make things easier. What? You? Ugh, forget it. Go do what you must. The hour grows late. I shall return and cook for Shuyu.
Uh-oh. What do we do? She's mad for sure. Come on, we gotta think of something. Hey,
Don't worry too much about it. She won't stay angry for long, I'm sure. Master's angry? Why would that be? After that, she's still upset how I spent my salary?
no, she's definitely not mad at you. Don't blame yourself, okay? But even though she said she didn't want to go, she's really proud of you anyway. You should have seen her smile while we were chatting. Any wider and it would have split her face in two. She's probably just disappointed because she was looking forward to this trip. And it went up in smoke.
So, if we proceed as originally planned, she'll be fine. Is that what you mean?
What do you think, Traveler?
I've got a better idea. How about this? Let me design an exclusive custom itinerary for Shanyun instead.
An exclusive? Ooh, Paimon gets it! You're going to put together a travel itinerary tailored just for her, right? That sounds like a good plan! Nice one, Traveler! Oh, and what do you think, Shenhe?
You're the experienced one here. I trust your judgment.
Just leave it to us! He's the world-famous traveler, after all, and Paimon's his super awesome guide! We'll come up with a trip that's up to Shenyun's standards for sure!
An Adeptus Abroad, the Great Pleasure Excursion. Let's go.
Yep, since she's seen all there is to see in Liyue already, let's take the opportunity to bring her to places further afield. We're spoiled for choice, though. Where should we recommend she go first?
Mondstadt, the city of wind and freedom. A fine place to start a journey.
Makes sense. That's where we started out too, after all. Mondstadt City, Star-Snatched Cliff, Windrise, and Sweet Madams. Oh, gotta jot everything down.
Is there anything I can help you with? There is something that only you can do. Give this Mondstadt travel guide to Shenyun. Understood. I will. Thank you, Paimon. And thank you, traveler. Okay. Was that the last one? Seems like it. I know that's the last character I need to get stuff for, at least. I don't know if I'll get other stories tomorrow or not. But that's going to be end of Traveler's Tales Anthology chapter, and I'll see you guys later.